With November rapidly approaching, the Allegheny County Board of Elections is finalizing its plans for voting access.
Tonight, the board passed two measures, one that establishes 10 ballot return sites. The other set up 5 satellite voting locations.
As Pittsburgh's Action News 4 reporter Mike Valenti explains to us, the discussions beforehand was not without dissent.
First, let's take the ballot return sites. The board voted unanimously on 3 additional sites. That's on top of the 7 they had for the primary this past spring. But there was a notable enthusiasm gap among the members of the board.
I'll vote for the ballot return sites. Okay. Don't like them, but I'll vote for it.
Now contrast that comment from County Council member Sam DeMarco with the following from County Executive Sarah Innamorato.
I want to emphasize that I think that this is a noble investment, and it's an investment not only in the folks who are going to be voting in November, but the voters that are going to come after that.
DeMarco is the lone Republican on the board and believes the low usage of the sites during the spring primary is not worth the high costs. Plus, he wonders if they're even necessary.
When we talk about accessibility and ease of use for voting, people already have tremendous access and ease of use in voting.
His detractors would say the low usage during the primary is exactly why more ballot return sites are needed to effectively reach people where they are. It's the same line of reasoning they'd give when advocating for more satellite voting sites, and all in one spot where you can register to vote, request a mail-in ballot, and fill it out, all right there. Pitt Sr. told the board tonight one in Oakland would increase voter turnout.
This proximity is truly crucial for encouraging youth participation in our democratic process.
DeMarco, though, doesn't buy it. It's why he voted against the satellite sites today.
Since 2020, we've been able to get by fine without these satellite voting locations. Okay, but wait, what happens here is in a presidential election year, all of a sudden now, in addition to ballot return sites, which we haven't had before, we're going to put these in place.
While he emphasizes he believes elections in the county are safe and secure, DeMarco says he hears from voters who view these measures with skepticism.
Democrats are applying for these at a 4-to-1 margin versus Republicans, okay? And I have people calling me up, telling me that this looks like nothing more than a taxpayer-funded Democrat get-out-the-vote plan. So this is why I asked those questions.
I think that it was a disingenuous comment from a member of the board who has no desire to do satellite voting locations, no matter where they are or what they look like.
Councilmember Bethany Hallam, who voted yes for both sites, rejects the suggestion that the county is spending too much on these plans.
I do think that there should be no situation and no circumstance in which we should put a dollar value on someone's vote. I think that that is something that is priceless, that is something that's sacred.
To learn more about voter access and election procedures in Allegheny County, go to our website, WTAE.com. Reporting from downtown, Mike Valenti, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.